All right, so this portion of our online lesson plan is going to be for kids and kids only. Little champs are not obligated to watch this portion because today we'll be going over our self-defense combatives for the kids. And we're going to go over hammer fist today, kids. All right, so we talk about the hammer fist. Hammer fist is really great because not only because anybody can use them, and of course this is for the adults as well in my Krav Maga program. Hammer fist is great because I can use it pretty much anytime, anywhere, any direction, no matter how close, right? I'll bring this back out a little bit because I was kicking and punching it earlier. You know, if I'm this close, I can still use my hammer fist. If I'm this far, I can still use that hammer fist. All right, hammer fist is a great self-defense technique because I can use it at various ranges, at various directions, and I can still use it in combinations. I can still use it repeatedly, especially if I know how to change the directions and angles of my hammer fist. All right, and today we're going to go over the hammer fist in multiple different directions. All right, so the first basic direction of a hammer fist is going to be forward or to the front. All right, excuse me. So kids, remember, and adults, people, period, we always want to make sure that we start off in our neutral position. All right, our neutral position is great for practice because remember, when we walk down the street or we walk in school, down the hallways, we're not walking like this the whole time, right? I'm not walking in a guard stance on the way to class, you know, or on the way to work, right? No, you're normally relaxed, and that normally means hands down. If you're a millennial or younger like me, you probably have a phone in your hand, or you probably have some headphones in your ear, right? So we always want to make sure that when we practice, we start in a neutral position. Hands down, feet parallel, nothing like a guard stance, all right? And then when an emergency situation does start, you always want to be able to come to a guard stance as quickly as possible, okay? That's why we always start in neutral. So from here, how we're going to practice this hammer fist is our hands are going to come up. My lead hand is going to come out first, and that's to brace, okay? That's to brace. Just in case somebody is getting close, I want to use my lead hand to maintain, my kids should know this, maintain what, kids? And or adults. Maintain distance, all right? You want to make sure that space between you and whoever is attacking you at all times, all right? So when I'm here, right, this isn't just a post. I'm literally bracing, right? If someone's coming forward, I'm raising my hand up, not sticking it straight out. I might bend it first to create that frame, and then I might extend to create more space, but then I come forward with that hammer fist, okay? So I'm starting out here in neutral position. What I'm doing is my hand comes up, lead hand braces forward, and I step forward for that hammer fist, and I come back. Start in neutral, hands come up, lead hand braces, which is going to be your left. My right hand is back here, and I'm stepping forward with my left leg as my right comes out. That's because I want this to be powerful. Remember, for me to get that power, I got to turn that back leg up, my heel up, just like I'm doing a cross, only it's coming out in a hammer fist. Now notice that with my hammer fist, I'm not fully extended like this. I'm not hyperextending. My arm is bent ever so slightly, just so that when I come out, it's here, then I can bring it back. I come out, it's here, and I bring it back. A hammer fist is actually supposed to go in a little circular type of motion, all right? That's just so you can keep doing it repeatedly. It's not this, all right? It's a circular motion. Because the thing is, if you're coming out like this, for me to stop it, all I got to do is put that hand in the way, okay? So you actually want to practice pulling it back after you throw it every time. If you guys have ever seen old school steam powered style trains, you'll see a little wheel with a bar on it, and that's how it moves. And that's how you want your hand to move when we do those hammer fists, okay? So, we're here, brace, step forward, strike, come back. Hands up, brace, step forward, strike, come back. Hands up. Brace, step forward, strike, and come back. You can use the other side as well. Hands up, brace, strike, come back. Hands up, brace, strike, come back. Now remember, this brace isn't just a brace. I can grab as well. I can grab the clothes of whoever. I can bring them in, bam, and hit them with that hammer fist, okay? It's not just a flat palm. I can grab, I can scratch, I can claw if I need to, depending on the situation, okay? So, once you guys get comfortable, really start testing your reflexes now. Parents, if you're practicing with your child, this is your time. Test their reflexes. Tell them when to go. Have them stand still. Right? And then when it's time to go, say, go! Pop! Child comes out, hammer fist comes back. Go! Bam! Go! Bam! Go! Bam! And bring it back, okay? Remember, this is your time to be creative, all right? Get creative with these. Those are some good ideas, though, all right? So, once we establish our front hammer fists, we can start moving to our side hammer fists, okay? Now, a side hammer fist is not just coming down, because this is a very inefficient movement here. It takes a lot of shoulder muscles in order for me to do this. Instead, what I want to do is I want to make my arm parallel to the ground, and just like I step forward for those forward hammer fists, I'm going to step to the side just a little bit for that side hammer fist. And notice that when I do that, I always snap it back to my body. Notice when I do that, I always snap it back to my body. I never just leave it out. Bam! Steps are the same. Hands come up. Only thing I'm not doing is bracing anymore, okay? This is an attack coming from the side. There's nothing for me to brace. All I'm doing is protecting myself and then attacking. Now, students, what's the first thing you need to do before you attack, if it's from the side or the back? Any direction that's from the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you look. Make sure you look at your target. You identify your target first before you strike. This could be my friend. This could be my buddy. This could be mom or dad or anybody that does not mean me any harm. They might have just shocked me, which is okay. Surprises happen. But what you don't want to do is blindly attack. All right? Because then you might attack somebody who you don't need to attack. Or if it is a self-defense situation, you might miss your target. Okay? So we always want to make sure we get our hands up and look, bam, and then we strike. Get our hands up, look, strike. Other side, hands up, look, strike. Hands up, look, strike. Hands up, look, strike. All right? Once we get used to that, you guys, parents, you can start calling out directions now. You can say forward, left, right, forward, left, right, forward, left, right, forward, left, right. All right? Notice, kids, that I'm not just doing this. My other hand is always by my face. I'm always protecting my head every time I have one hand that comes out. Okay? So, those were our front and side hammer fists for your self-defense combatives.